Alright people, so welcome back to our Mitre-Attack series here. So in our last video we looked at the technique obtain capabilities 1588, and we are going to take a look at all of the 7 sub-techniques here. The first of those is the malware sub-technique, and yeah, let's take a look in the editing mode how that looks like. So I created all of these other thumbnails already, as you can see, so we are going to go through these one after the other. Each video is going to be relatively short, simply because we will see repetitions here. But obviously we only want to pay attention to something that has changed, something that is new. But let's take a look now here. Let's go back to reading mode. So we have seen in the main technique here, we have seen that there is nobody who is writing his name on that list. So I thought maybe the sub-techniques would have a name, and that's why they omitted it. But indeed, the sub-technique is anonymous. This is typically not a good sign. Typically you want to have somebody who is writing quality content and then proudly writing the name behind it. Whenever that is not the case, you gotta ask yourself, who is the author of this text then? Anyways, let's read it. Mitre-Attack has in general a great quality. Let's take a look at this. So, obtain capabilities malware. Adversaries may buy, steal or download malware that can be used during targeting. Malicious software can include payloads, droppers, post-compromise tools, backdoors, packers and C2 protocols. Yes, so we're going to mark that down, and you can, of course, as a cyber person, you gotta be familiar with these buzzwords here. So I gotta look up again, what is a dropper? So I guess that's something that is capable to deliver a payload. So a dropper would be like the email with a PDF file or so. But that's just suspicious. So post-compromise tools, yes, we know what that is. This is something like Mimikatz. So once you are in the system, you use it. Backdoors, we know what it is. If you know a software developer, you can bribe him. He can add a backdoor to specific software that only you know. Packers, I'm not quite sure what that is. So obviously it's about that has something to do with packaging malicious software with non-malicious software and hiding it like that. But what a packer is, I gotta Google that, I don't know. And obviously C2 command and control protocols, that's also something that we know. So yeah, as you can see, so from the top of my head, I can make sense of almost all of them except packers. I'm not going to check out what packers is. If that's utterly important to you, let me know in the comment with the answer. It's just one quick Google search, I believe. Okay, what else do we have? Adversaries may acquire malware to support their operations, obtaining a means for maintaining control of remote machines, evading defenses, and executing post-compromise behaviors. Yes, this one, obtaining a means for maintaining control. Yes, like a beacon. Good, and this is what they use malware for. So in addition to downloading free malware from the internet, adversaries may purchase these capabilities from third-party entities. And this is interesting. So are you guys aware of third-party entities who are selling malware? So that's again Silk Road, something on the darknet, isn't it? It's certainly not legal. Third-party entities can include, technology companies that specialize in malware development. Yeah, but then it's not a company, you know. Technology companies that specialize in malware development. That's not a company per definition. That's like an illegal group of people then. And that's the thing. So it's not like you go on the Google and then you can buy malware. That's interesting. I gotta mark that red because that's a questionable component here of what I read. And that's something that I gotta educate myself. So it's not necessarily that Mitre did something wrong here, but I gotta educate myself on technology companies that specialize in malware development. If you guys know any names, drop them in the comments as well, so I can't think of one. But then we have criminal marketplaces. Yes, including malware as a service or MAS. That's the same thing, by the way. Yes, criminal marketplaces, I agree. Or individuals, obviously, you know a guy who is capable of that thing. In addition to purchasing malware, adversaries may steal and repurpose malware from third-party entities. Steal and repurpose malware from third-party entities, including other adversaries. So we had that topic already, including other adversaries. Unlikely. Okay, so these guys don't beef with each other. It's like sharks, they don't bite each other. Usually they don't. But nonetheless, that's an interesting point. So I will be looking out for at least one case that is in the news. We have the Cyber News series here, so I will pick it up if it shows up. I want to see at least one case where two hacker groups targeted each other. And what was the point of it? So did they earn any money, or why would I even do that? But yeah, so far so good. So also we are in the tactic of resource development. I skipped that before that. So we are always in resource development here in all of the 7 sub-techniques that we are going to cover. So now we are going to copy that, and the next what we gotta do is we gotta take a look at procedures. And again, I'm just going to copy, let's say the first, like this. Yes, that looks good. And yeah, let's take a look now at the procedures. Also, one thing I noticed, you guys, is I tend to go over these things pretty slowly, simply because the Mitre-Attack series is nothing to be hasted about. It's nothing to be in a hurry. That's not like you can watch that as your morning dose of cybersecurity or whatever, daily dose of cybersecurity. But I'm not in a hurry when I record these things. Not in a hurry at all. And I really hope that you have also the mindset of not being in a hurry when you deal with these topics. The warm recommendation I can give you is, whenever you do cybersecurity, yes, there is a certain pressure from a professional perspective. If there is an incident, you gotta go fast. So there are moments in cybersecurity where indeed we gotta go fast, and that's when the house is burning, right? But the house is not burning right now. We are not in an incident situation. If you are in the incident situation, turn that video off and deal with the incident. That video is not gonna help you in that moment. But outside of the burning house metaphor, we are in the preparational phase. And in that preparation phase, whenever you feel that you are in a hurry, whenever you feel that a slow talking guy is a waste of your time, try to recalibrate your perception on the matter, because wisdom and knowledge in that field, and I used to go fast too, always be in a hurry, and trust me, and you will discover it yourself sooner or later if you have not already, but don't be in a hurry when it comes to taking care of a little bit of an education in the field of cybersecurity. And not just education, I hope you take some inspiration out of these videos too. Okay, so simply by looking at these things, this might inspire you to get something going next to your job, to research into something. The simplest inspiration, let me jump back one slide. The simplest inspiration is be part of Mitre-Attack. And whenever there is no name here, and that's why I'm pointing that out every time I see it, whenever there is no name, this is your opportunity to put your name down here and research a little deeper. And I also put down things that I observe as questionable in the moment of reading it. And this questionable aspect might be indeed something worth being investigated, and dig a little bit deeper. And that deeper dig will allow you to put your name down there eventually. Even though I'm not familiar with the formalities of Mitre participating there, it's a non-paid occupation for sure, so you won't get any money for that, but you will get credit. Okay, the best payment is recognition in the market, and money is then just secondary. If you're being recognized, you won't have to worry about money and contracts. You will simply get them. But this, I just noticed myself that I could speed through this. We are now 11 minutes in. We could do this. We could go over that in 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, 5 minutes is realistic. Reading fast, zack, 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 without wasting time. But that's not what we should be doing. So this is just a little bit of an intermezzo here. Don't get upset about that too much. But if you don't like people doing things slow in terms of discovering cybersecurity, this is what I will be doing here. I will not be in a hurry. And I hope you are not in a hurry too, so take that little bit of, that really little piece of wisdom that I can share, take that with you, if you want. Good, let's continue with the procedures here. So we have, as I can see, we have some groups, we have some campaigns, we don't have software in this list. Let me take a look real quick if I find, in the entire list there is not even one software example. And that might make sense, since software might be the malware itself, right? But let's read. And Dariel has used a variety of publicly available remote access tools, Trojans, remote access Trojans. So it can be tool too, by the way. Okay, then APT1 use publicly available malware. So they use publicly available. Is there even one example where they bought it? Obtained leaked malware, including double in its operations. Okay, the threat actor used Cobalt Strike and Conti ransomware. This is also not something that you can simply buy. Has acquired of malware including Cobalt Strike. Has acquired malware and related tools from dark web. Again, something I agree. Funny Dream. The threat actor used a new backdoor. Okay, fine. Then the J Magic campaign. Threat actors used open source malware. I agree with that too. Here the Lapsus group. This is these guys in our latest cyber news series. You can see they have been trapped in a honeypot. So Scattered Lapsus is, I think, their name. But what did they do? Acquired and used the Redline password stealer in their operations. Okay. And Lazy Scripter has used a variety of open source. So as you can see, all of these cases that we at least copied, there are a little more, but not even one of them went to a third-party service and bought it. So that underlines a little bit my assumption that this technology company specialize in malware development. That thing might be maybe not. I mean, these might not exist as far as I can tell. Okay, and maybe they mean companies like Kaspersky, who are indeed specialized in malware detection. Well, but they wouldn't sell me malware, right? They would sell me instructions how to spot malware, possibly, but they would not do anything that can be used against companies and hack them. Yeah. Well, anyway, so we are now on mitigation detection. So again, as we can imagine, it is not possible to do anything here. This technique cannot easily be mitigated outside with preventive controls it cannot be mitigated. It's outside of your company. Detection. Monitor for contextual data about malicious payload, such as compilation times, file hashes. Yeah, file hashes, so it's endpoint detection and response. That stuff catches malware. Sometimes. Detection efforts may be focused on post-compromise phases, yes. Analyzing malware features. So there is again this website, Virus Total. In time, there will be a video on this channel about the different threat intelligence platforms. And then we will see what you can do to find malware, but the best and most effective thing is endpoint detection and response. Obviously you can use a SOC 2 for that, but EDR systems from like CrowdStrike, let's say, would be preferable. Okay, let's go back to editing mode, and the last step we gotta do here is taking a look at the references here, and it looks like we can get them all on one page this time. Let's try. It will be a little small, but just a little small, right? In reading mode we will be able to figure things out now. So it's good to get all sources on one screen, that way you can see, that's the full view. So what do we have? The FSI. Don't know what this is. Mandiant is here. APT1 exposing one of China's cyber espionage units. And here's APT1. This is from China, I think. It's also interesting having the number 1. That means you are the oldest advanced persistent threat that is out there. Or at least the oldest that has been recognized. Then here Aquatic Panda, Adam Berger, Backdoor Diplomacy, Digital Forensics, Incident Response Report, Ransomware Stuff, Delving Deep in Analysis of Earth, Lusca's Operations. I want to see one source here that is talking about marketplaces and vendors and third parties. Black Lotus Lab packets, where to find them. Mystic, Dart, Defender, no. Sweep-in attacks, no. Exfiltration, Metador. McAfee has something here from 2018. Oh, it was retrieved in 2018. That thing is 15 years old. Operation Spellax, targeted malware attacks in Colombia. Again, Mandiant. Checkpoint exposing new indicators. Charting. No. Doesn't look like. No, you guys. So there is not a single source that, at least in its title, is speaking about technology companies that specialize in malware. So this whole sentence, third-party entities can include, and I'm doubting that right now, that you can buy from a company malware. If it's a company, it must be legal, right? So everything illegal is not considered a company. A company, they pay taxes, they have employees, they have an impressum where you can know who's the founder, where do they sit, and so that's all characteristics of a company. A company is a legal entity at the end of the day. Hacker groups are not. So at the moment a company starts selling you malware, it is no longer a legal entity. Well, for a very short time before they went to jail, before they are being sent to jail. So yeah, so this is something for you to figure out. Okay. But yeah, so far so good. So this is now almost 20 minutes, even though we spent some time talking about off-topic. So we understand now what this whole malware topic is all about, as obtained capabilities. We've seen some procedures. There's not a single software, only groups and campaigns. applications not possible detection, there is somewhat of a possibility here, and we have an idea of the references, even though none of those really catched my eyes. Well, that's what it is, people. So thank you for watching. As usual, thank you for spending some time on cybersecurity. It is time well spent, and we will see each other then in the next video. Goodbye.